For this spinal stability stretch, we're going to go ahead and start with the cat camel. You want to start out on all fours with your hands directly under your shoulders and your knees directly under your hips. From here, you're going to let your head drop and your back roll up, and you're going to arch it as you breathe out. You're going to come back to neutral and lift your head up and extend your low back. Pushing your stomach to the floor and then back to neutral. For our next exercise, we're going to be doing the quadruped leg stretch. You're going to get down on all fours, making sure that your hands and shoulders are in line, as well as your knees and your hips. You want to make sure that you have a flat back. From here, we're going to go ahead and pick up one leg and stretch it all the way back, keeping it completely straight, making sure that you're not twisting or rotating the trunk while engaging the abs. Next exercise, we're going to do the leg arm opposition. We're going to start out on all fours. From here, you're going to raise your opposite arm and opposite leg. You're going to stretch them out, making sure that they stay parallel to your spine. Making sure you don't overextend or rotate the trunk while engaging your core at all times. For our next exercise, we're going to do side bridges on knees. So from here, you're going to go ahead and lay down on the side. You're going to place both knees together on top of each other. You're going to come up on your elbow. Now from here, you want to go ahead and make sure you reinforce that elbow and kind of contract your shoulder in a sense to push that elbow into the ground to give you that separation. Now from here, you want to go ahead and push your hips forward to come up off the ground, making sure that you engage those abs. You want to avoid rotating the trunk or rotating your hips. And then to come down from this position, you're going to simply bring your butt back down to the ground, push backwards. For our next exercise, we're going to do side bridges, but this time on our ankles. So just like the side bridges for your knees, you're going to lay down on your side. But this time, we're going to straighten our legs out, and you can have them crossed out like a scissor, or you can have them stacked together for it to be harder. You're going to still engage the shoulder, pushing that elbow into the ground. And from here, you want to lift your hips up to the sky. Engaging your core the entire time, making sure your trunk doesn't rotate. And the next exercise is going to be a side bridge roll. So from here, you're going to go lay back down on the ground. Just like the side bridge on your ankles, you're going to use the split stance, making sure you push that elbow to the ground. You're going to bring your hips straight up off the ground, engaging that core. And then from here, you're going to roll over onto all fours with your elbows still parallel and perpendicular to your shoulders. And then you're going to roll over again, facing the opposite way, making sure you engage that core. You still raise your hips up, and that your stance is still. Next exercise, we're going to do the dead bug, advanced as well as beginner. So you're going to start out laying on your back on the floor. From here, you want to make sure you press your back into the floor. You're going to bring one leg up to 90 degrees. You're going to bring both of your arms up to 90 degrees. And at this time, you're going to extend the opposite arm with the opposite leg, like so. For the more advanced version, you're going to bring both legs up to 90 degrees, making sure you still engage that core, pressing that back into the ground. And you're still going to bring the legs opposite arm and opposite leg. For our next exercise, we're going to do dead bug, bicycle on a foam roller. So from here, you need a foam roller about the length of your spine. You're going to lay down on the foam roller, placing your arms to your side. You're going to use them to balance yourself. You're going to bring your legs up to 90 degrees. And then in a cyclic motion, you're gonna bring one leg out while keeping the other at 90 degrees and then bringing it back, while then extending the other leg out and keeping the one that was previously used at 90 degrees and bringing it back. You're gonna alternate. For our next exercise, we're gonna do the dead bug foam roller for beginners and advanced. You're gonna start off with the foam roller on the floor. You want it at the length of your spine. You're gonna lay down on the foam roller, placing your arms out to your side. From here, you're gonna have, for beginners, you're gonna have one leg still on the ground while bringing up the opposite leg to 90 degrees. You're gonna bring that opposite arm of that opposite leg up to 90 degrees as well. From here, you're going to extend both all the way out, making sure you engage that core, pushing it down into the foam roller, and then bringing it back. For the more advanced version, you're going to bring both legs up to 90 degrees, and you're going to bring one hand up to 90 degrees as well. You're going to extend the opposite leg when you extend the opposite arm. Still making sure you engage your core the entire time and pressing your back. Exercise. For our next exercise, we're going to do McGill's abdominal curl up. You're going to start off laying on your back, placing your hands directly behind your low back. From here, you're going to engage your abs and come up off the ground. You want to make sure that your spine and neck and head are all in one line, and then come back down. To advance this or progress this exercise and make it harder, you can bring your elbows up off the ground and still engage. You want to make sure that you aren't tucking your chin or adding too much flexion into your lower spine. For our next exercise, we're going to do Superman on the ball. You're going to need a yoga ball. From here, you're going to get down on all fours and place your core directly over the ball. Bring your arms, letting your arms lay down and relax. You're going to come up on your toes, engage your glutes, your abdomen, and your erector spine. You're going to bring your arms straight back and extend your head up. To progress with this exercise, you're going to bring your arms forward while still keeping the glutes and abdomen engaged. This is going to make you activate more of your core. For this next exercise, we're going to do wall ball. So you're going to need a yoga ball. You're going to place it up against a wall, about hip level. You're going to place an arm on the wall as well to stabilize and support yourself. From here, the hip closest to the wall, you're going to lift that leg up. You're going to lean onto the ball. And you're going to contract your glutes, which is going to cause the ball to raise and you to stand up more straight. And then you're going to relax. You want to make sure that you're not leaning too far into the wall for stability reasons, as well as leaning too far away. For our next exercise, we're going to do hamstring curls on a ball. So from here, you're going to need a yoga ball. You're going to lay down on the floor, flat on your back, placing the yoga ball directly under your feet. You're going to bring it in close so that your feet are about at 90 degrees. You're going to bring your hips off the ground, and you're going to engage them the entire time. From here, you're going to bring your hips, your feet to your butt while keeping your hips off the ground and engaged the entire time. To do a more advanced version of this, you're going to bring your feet all the way to your butt, coming all the way up. So, for our next exercise, we're going to do push-ups plus, or scapular push-ups. You're going to start out in a push-up position, and you're going to go ahead and retract your scapulas, bring them together. Bring them touch, and then you're going to bring them apart. Retract them and bring them apart. You want to make sure that there's no excess swaying or that you aren't overcompensating and arching and flexing your thoracic spine.